Hello, current employers and future employees. I hope you all are having a fantastical time at the vastly viable Virginia College. Let me first apologize for not being there presently. Currently, I'm at a business intelligence development conference at the Walt Disney World Resort. My services have been requested prior to this engagement. Secondly, let me thank Tyrone Hill for allowing me the opportunity to speak about job readiness and career longevity, a topic or two topics that I speak at ad nauseum when I'm dealing with my professional development courses. Thirdly, if that's a word, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Josh, and that's J to the O-S. Wait, whose idea was that? My name is Joshua Peltier. I'm a communication specialist. I help people communicate effectively for optimal success in life, health, and wealth. Everything is communication, and communication is everything. No matter what you do in life, you're always communicating. The fact that you decided to show up for this job fair today shows that you're communicating that you want a job. Job readiness. What does that mean? Basically, exactly what it says. Are you able to do the job, or are you ready to do the job that you're interviewing for? Break it down into the smallest compound. Are you able to communicate to your future employer during the interview that you can do the job? What are you communicating when you're sitting in the lobby waiting for the interview process to happen? What are you wearing? How are you sitting? Do you have a binder? Do you have a folder? Do you have any type of portfolio? Are you on time or are you early? The interview does not begin when you start to answer questions from the employer. The interview begins the moment you walk in the building. It only takes 10 seconds for someone to make up their mind about you. After that, you either have to prove or disprove what they think about you. If someone judges you in their first 10 seconds and they have a bad representation of who you are mentally, most likely they're not going to hire you. You can be an individual all you want, and I admire you for being an individual. But when you work for somebody, when you work for another employer, you have to take off that individual hat and work for the team. Say you want to work for Joshua Peltier International Incorporated.com LLC. Let's say that you want to work with me and you come to the interview with t-shirts, jeans, holy jeans at that, tennis shoes, a baseball cap, you have tattoos that are visible, you have a nose ring. All of these things may define your individuality, but once you want to interview with me, I'm going to look at you, I'll nod, I'll smile in your face, but as soon as you walk through that door and I see all of these things, there's no way I'm going to hire you. Because once you walk through the door, you're no longer representing yourself. You are now representing the brand that is Joshua Peltier Incorporated International LLC.com. Always ask yourself, what am I communicating? No matter what you're doing, what are you communicating? If you keep this process in your head and you have this understanding of what you're trying to communicate, it will help you relay the proper message to the people that are perceiving you in the first place. What you want to communicate to the employer is that you're a benefit. You will be a benefit and not a liability if I hire you. That's all they really want to know. The employer may not tell you this, but when they look at you, they're automatically thinking, can this person help me make money? Can this person help me make more money? Will I lose money if I hire this person? Subconsciously, these things are going through their head. Of course, the resume, your job skills, your ability play a major role in you getting hired. But you may not get to that point in the interview if you're not communicating the correct message. All right, let's fast forward. Bam! You got the job. Bam! You working there. Everything is working out groovy. Now, how do you keep the job? How do you keep the job? My father, who has his own construction company, in Kansas City, Missouri, called Peltier's Home Improvement, he said, when you come to work, it's really easy. Work. Do not be on your cell phone. Do not be going to the bathroom about 25, 50 million times. Do not be texting. Do not be doing stuff that's going to take you away from your work. After I graduated high school, I worked at a telemarketing job. You would think the job would be something that would come easy for me because I like to talk and communication is what I do. My arrogance kind of got in the way at the time. I must admit, I'm being somewhat transparent here. that when I got the job, I would go to the bathroom all the time. I would be at the water drinking so much, but I kept on having to drink water, so I kept on going to the bathroom. I would be taking break after break after break, and my supervisor, he approached me. He said, "Josh, let me talk to you for a second." I just knew when he talked to me. I said, "Oh, shucks, I'm about to get a raise. I'm doing an awesome job. I'm doing all this work. I show up on time most of the time. I'm always early, sometimes late, mostly." He said, the average calls that are being made here daily are about 120. I said, okay, that's good. That's good. That's pretty good. He said, you make about 70. I said, ooh, ooh. I said, what you mean? He said, yeah. So what do you think we should do? When you come to work, work. Don't be on the phone texting every 5 minutes. Don't check your phone every 6 minutes. Don't take breaks every 7 minutes. And don't be going to get water every 8 minutes. Needless to say, I did not stay at the job too much longer. But my arrogance and the way I acted stopped me from pushing any further. Because, see, I was always about me. I deal with a lot of young people. Lots of young people. And for some reason, they feel rather entitled. They feel like they're supposed to get things. They feel as though I did this much work, I should get this much pay. I need a day off. You just started yesterday. You need Wednesday off, but you started Tuesday. They think that they're supposed to have these things given to them. Let me say this. No one, and I repeat, no one owes you anything. Just because you did the interview, just because you have these certain credentials, they do not have to give you the job. I thank you for taking the time out. I really do appreciate you. You can see I have a lot to say and a lot of information to give you, and I'm always willing to share. That's why my classes are so long, because I have to make sure that if I'm communicating stuff correctly, you have to communicate back to me that you understand. We call that confirmation of communication. So just to wrap it up, number one, what are you communicating? Always communicate the most positive thing about yourself that will show the other employer that you have some benefits. Will you benefit the person if they decide to hire you, or if they want to work with you? And number three, when you're at work, work. My name is Joshua Peltier. I thoroughly appreciate you all taking the time out listening to me. I hope you got a few things out of it that will not only help you in your jobs and in your careers, but will help you and benefit you through the rest of your entire lives. Have a great day.